Yeah, I don't feel like going to bed quite yet. Play a little bit. But yeah, that video is basically my plans. Uh, Basically, have the best version of this game. There is somebody that has this running in an emulator. It has it running at 60, but somebody else in my Discord tried to do it as well, and we couldn't get it working. So eventually, the plan will be to play this and have like really high quality videos of it. Um, but it's hard to do. It's hard to do because I don't want to pirate games. That's the thing I should mention. It's really easy to hack the Switch, but actually still being able to buy games and play online and stuff is a lot harder. And I don't trust myself to do it. And I have way too much invested in this platform, as you can see here. I don't just have 4 or 5 games. I have like over 200. So uh, that's been the main thing that's been stopping me from doing it. Because I usually buy like at least one game a month, or if there's like something on sale that I might want to play later, I'll pick it up. But that's been the main thing that's been stopping me from doing it. I mean, there's some people that like they get these old Switches because it's a flaw in the hardware. You can access the security mode, the recovery mode, and you can load custom firmware from there. And it's actually in the hardware of the old Switches. This is a launch Switch. It came out within like the first year. This was manufactured in like the first year. So basically, it can't be patched. The newer Switches, like the Switch Lite, the OLED Switch, and then the ones that came out immediately after this, the second run of them, you can't do it, or it's like harder to do or something. But yeah, that's been the main thing. I wanna I wanna not do that, so it makes it a lot harder. You need to put this game on PC. People would buy it. I mentioned this in the video, but they actually, Dynasty Warriors 7 Extreme Legends is on Steam. It's like a legacy port, but they only did one. They only did that. And I'm like, I don't particularly like 7XL because the combo game is like non-existent. But I thought that they were going to do more, but maybe it didn't sell well or something. I would definitely love to just buy this and have it run at a better frame rate. But it doesn't seem like it's happening. So I bought the game again, so I'm making the file again. And I'm going to run this in an emulator, and it'll be the best version of the game.
彼らは成果じゃか首もらったあれか撤退せよ敵将ミストったりあなたに朽ちるまで戦う所存ダメなんだやらなきゃダメなんだそれが出るよやらなきゃダメなんだ ないようだな。敵将討ち取った。
よくやったがまだまだ小さい。
ダメなん首もらった。ダメなんだ。までか。撤退せよ。敵将討ち取った。ダメなんだ。参る。
I wish they would make a good port of this, because the PS4 and Xbox One versions of this game are dreadful. Like, barely any better. Especially when you consider this is like a Muso game, so it already doesn't really have high quality assets to even benefit from having, you know, upscaling. The problem is the engine tries to run the game at 60, but it drops frames so much. I watched videos of the PS4 version. I've never actually played the PS4 version of this, but it doesn't look any better. It doesn't run any better. Good old Japan tying game logic to frame rate. One of the worst things they do. But we're gonna fix that.
待たせたな。内安策。応答の虎がこれより加勢しよう。親父来てくれたんだな。この身散るまで戦う所存。場所に大量の火薬が。凄まじい火災となりそうだ。よし、今だ。いいか、ここで鉄砲を使っては。それが出るよ。なんと凄まじい火災。このままでは。信長様、ご無事ですか。このまま進軍を許すわけにもいかん。すでにここまで火の手が。申し訳ございません、信長様。私はここまで。やらなきゃダメなんだ。
そろそろ頃合いじゃな。自分の目で見極めるとするか。我が魂、今こそ披露せん。ダメなんだ。そう。これが出るよ。やらなきゃダメなんだ。
ここでよ。へいへい、敵将討ち取ったり。ここでよ。へいへい。
お、かぐやか。お主、いずれの時から参った。
絶望に未来を、希望の道を開くために参りました。
遅えぞ孫権、どこで油を売ってやがった。
すまんな氏康。だが獲物はまだまだ残っているようだ。
ありめえだ、残しておいたんだよ。
では始めるとするか。だと獅子の狩りを。
見事。やはり強い。それなら託せよ。まだ足りぬ。さらに強じようぞ。
これが出るよ。やらなきゃダメなんだ。やらなきゃダメなんだ。敵将討ち取ったり。さすがですな。将兵らの士気も高まりましょう。いざこそ。
命は粗末にできん。絶対じゃ。
敵将討ち取ったり。執着至極に存ずる。七流奥義。七流奥義。これが出るよ。ここでよ。けいけい。さすがですな。将兵らの士気も高まりましょう。我が魂、今こそ披露せん。これが出なきゃダメなんだ。これが出るよ。やらなきゃダメなんだ。これが出るよ。ここでよ。けいけい。敵将討ち取った。
Thank you.
一段と冴えておいでです
I'm
な。
around kitties all the time. I'm not allergic to them, but it's probably why. Springtime, pollen, especially living in California.
やっぱりここまで来たので、あなたたちを駆り立てているものはない。
No, I'm not allergic to cats. I don't think I'd have the job I had if I was allergic to cats. There's a lot of them over there.
あなたたちが見ている
That'd be a nightmare job if I was allergic to cats. Nah, it's probably just pollen, dust.
我が魂、今こそ披露せん。ダメなんだ。ダメなんだ。これが出るよ。やらなきゃダメなんだ。これが出よ。けいけい。
敵将、俺が討ち取った。 うぬらの真信長に示す。
敵将討ち取ったり。
やれやれ、終わったかい。
よっしゃー、熱い戦いだったよな。やったぞ。
やったぞ。
我らの勝利だ。
話は
織田北条、あ、それ
よう、今日はどうするんだ。
They were very well behaved tonight. I get really pissed when they get so excited to eat that they jump on the counter where I'm making the food. And there's always a high chance of them knocking it over, which of course I have to clean up. But they were very well behaved tonight. They did not do that. They're very patient. Sometimes they just can't contain their excitement. But tonight they were very well behaved. Didn't have any messes to clean up. They just waited patiently for me to feed them, and then they ate.
また来てくれよ。
Good kitties. Sometimes they just can't contain it. One of them will jump up and try to eat all the plates. Usually Timmy or Al Bundy tries to do that a lot. Timmy especially, he can't. He has no patience. Timmy's a good boy though.
幼者の質
劉備殿に
衆傭兵行くぞ。
Oh man, good track right here. Rock and roll over. DW6.
傭兵艦を目指す。敵は蜀と徳川の勇猛なる将。油断はすまいぞ。策なんざいらねえ。正面から当たってぶち破れ。張飛殿はあのようにお説きし。敵は関羽。打てる手は打っておきましょう。覚悟しやがれ。ひとひねりにしてやるぜ。手が出るよ。ダメなんだ。
Well, I'm trying to train them that if they wait, the ones that are in there waiting for me to feed them will get fed first. And I did that tonight, and it seemed to work pretty well. Like, they're starting to understand, like, okay, we can't piss our dad off. If we piss our dad off, then he's not going to be happy with us. So I fed the ones that were in there waiting. I fed them first, and they really like that. They waited the entire time for me to make it all, and I rewarded them. Just have to... They're like kids, pretty much. You gotta repeat things, and then they associate that with the food, and they're doing the right thing.
これでは進軍もままならん。敵ながら見事なものですね。
That Otherworld Legends run I did on the kitty sitting stream today was pretty crazy. Pretty terrible luck. I still won, but the game was blue balling me hard. That's what I really like about that game, is you're not completely screwed when it gives you trash drops like that. And things I really like it. You can still win with skill. You don't even need to do any grinding in that game at all. The grinding's just there so that if you get too good at the game, you still have something to play for. That's really all it is. Which I think is better than a forced grind. A lot of roguelites have that problem. It's like you either can't do it without grinding, or it takes too long because the damage scaling is all messed up. Or it's like highly improbable that you can do it. That's what I liked about Wizard of Legend. Because I got a review key for that game. But I also pre-ordered the Switch version to support them. So that's one of my favorite roguelikes. And I beat the game first try with nothing unlocked. I got the Switch version. That's like, there aren't many roguelikes you can do that in. Look, you can tear this game apart if you want. You don't have to grind.
敵本陣へ突き進むのだ。
独特への道が開けたか。ならば拙者も参ろうぞ。言葉は無用。ただ武にて語れ。
全てをこの槍に乗せていざ。やらなきゃダメなんだ。やらなきゃダメなんだ。戦って始めやがったな。お前が遅れを取るわけにはいかねえ。
見事。
昨日の酒が抜けてなかったか。敵将討ち取ったり。やるじゃねえか。
This track is so good.
話を聞いてやら。
Whole Dynasty Warrior 6 soundtrack is
我らの勝利だ。
just a collection of bangers.
やっぱり兄者にはかなわねえ。負けたからには話を聞いてやら。なんで
武田と先にそ
よくわかっ。ああ。
Remember where to go to change the music. Trying to remember where to do that. No, you can change the music in this game. I think you have to back out. I'm pretty sure you have to back out. That was one of the things they added in like the last patch. Do they not have it in here? I know it's in here. Where is it? Man, they have this in here, old school. Goat track right here. Another one. Another one. Good track right here. All good tracks. Bangers right here. Come on, where is it? There it is. Best track right here. I don't remember how to get that to play in the camp, though. It's been too long. You might have to unlock it. They like it already beat the game when they added that feature. I don't remember how you do it. Uh, yeah, I'm drawing a blank here. I don't remember how to do it. I think you have to unlock it. Yeah, this is all the progression stuff. Oh well, whatever. I'll do like one more map. I think I'm gonna go to bed. But yes, I highly recommend watching the video I just premiered about an hour ago. But the TLDR is there is a 60 FPS mod for this game. Uh, Essentially makes the Switch version the best version. It's just right now I don't have a hacked Switch. I have a Switch that can be hacked. I haven't done it yet. But what you can do is you can rip your copy and you can use the mod, and you can play it on emulator. And it would be better than the PS4 version by a large margin. The only problem would be, it's in Japanese, of course, but other than that. So what I'm doing right now is I'm probably not going to have the resource to do it until next month or July. Um, but I'm going to hack the Switch, rip the game and my save, and then I'll have like really high quality videos of this. Probably the best on YouTube. That's the plan anyway. Easier said than done. The hardest part was just buying the game, really, because this game is ridiculously overpriced. It's like 7,500 yen, which is like $80. But it's Golden Week right now, or the end of Golden Week right now, so a lot of the Japanese games go on sale, so I picked this up. That'll be a fun thing to do. I think people would really like that. It was the last gen port of this game is awful. They put like no effort into it at all. I watched multiple videos. I was in shock at how bad it looked, how bad it ran. Embarrassing. But that's what happens when you tie game logic to frame rate. That's exactly what happens. Japan is they're starting to change their ways and not do that anymore. But it really screws up preservation of games like this, especially in like a decade or so when you can't really get PS3s and PS4s anymore. The game is always going to run like that because the game logic is tied to frame rate. A lot of games from this was like the probably the last era where they kept doing that. I'd say the past 4 or 5 years they have stopped doing that, which means that the games they'll age up with technology a lot better than they do right now. All the games on Unreal Engine and stuff, those will scale up to better technology without them having to do anything. But a game like this, they would have to go back and patch it, which they're obviously not going to do. That's what's nice about PS2 games. Most of them at least tried to run at 60. So when you throw better hardware at them, they just work better anyway. That's the benefit of it. Oh no, it's just a mess. It is. Izamairu. Izamairu. That's right, he has that weird, like, launch thing. Yeah, he's pretty fun to play in this game. Chikara. I'm used to being able to switch in the air. That's one of the things they added in Orochi 4. You can't do that in this game. They added a lot of really cool system changes to 4 that I really like. You can switch in the air at any time. Really make some new combo routes. Shame about the rest of the game, though. This game has like so much more content. I don't know. There is no perfect Orochi game. There just isn't. This game has worse combat, objectively worse combat, but it has everything else you want. I don't know. I can't really say objectively worse because the R1 system is better than the Sacred Treasures, because most of the treasures are garbage. It's really only a couple that are worth using. I don't know. This game's got a lot of garbage R1s too, to be honest with you. Some of them are horrendous. Oh man, Superior's playing. It's when you know you're doing well. I think I could just go this way, can't I? Save some time. Yeah, they're rage quitting. Gotta love it when Superior is playing and then they rage quit, which is like even better. You made them unplug their modem. Alt F4 the game. Like, you've won. I always tell people in fighting games, you don't have to win a tournament to win at a fighting game. If you make someone rage quit and they like unplug their Ethernet cable, you've won. Like, that's worth a lot in my opinion. All the people I pissed off playing Dragon Ball Fighters on Switch, like, dude, those people probably like threw their Switch out the window or something. I could just chuck it. Just get pissed off, close the game, throw it out the window. This game just enhances that feeling because Superior starts playing. Superior should play whenever you make some kind of progress in your life. I think people would probably live a lot better if they did that. Like the best track. What's this? Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and try this. I actually kind of got a little bit misled. I thought this had 1 and 2 in it, but it only has 1. The only reason you want 2 is for the end game mode. But the combat in Samurai Warriors 4 2 is uh, jank, anti-fun, like Samurai Warriors 5. You can't combo anything, so... Not sure if any value was lost. I remember I bought that game when it came out, and like I couldn't even finish a square string when an enemy was juggled. I'm like, you know what? I'm returning this to GameStop right now. like, fuck that, man. I'm out. I don't know what they were thinking in a game where characters have like up to 8 charge attacks, and you can't even get that far. Like, it does not work. That game was a sign of the end times, because that's how Samurai Warriors 5 is. Any of the R1s that launch them in the air, they don't even work properly. The pinnacle of game design right there. You have moves in the game that launch them into the air and they don't even connect properly. Like, did you even test it? Like, like, dude, like, play the game for like 10 minutes and find that. Hello. Lord Orochi himself is in here. I'm honored. I'm honored. Lord Orochi himself. A legend. The guy that they won't just let die. He keeps respawning. Welcome. I don't know if you should be saying that, man. I've comboed you to death like thousands of times at this point. It's a toxic relationship. Yeah, I'm going to be doing Muso May. So I feel like people have wanted Muso content. I just haven't had anything to play, but they had this sale. I got these games for like $50, so mess around with these for a little bit. I have some other Muso games planned too, but I don't know. The only Muso game they put out that I've really liked was Nine Empires. Past couple years, really, there hasn't been anything. Samurai Warriors 5 is shit. Age of Calamity was alright, I guess. That game was okay. Yokata. I don't like this game that much, but I appreciate it more after 5, because 5 is just a piece of shit. That game is terrible. They did a crap job rebooting it. The combat is even more limited. There's all those clones in the game and stuff. That game is just a mess. This game isn't really that interesting combat-wise either, but I would rather play this over 5 again. I despise that game. There were some nice things about it, but none of them pertain to gameplay. With character designs, the music. Samurai Warriors 5. Samurai Warriors 5 is a piece of shit. That's one of the worst games they put out in a while. Very few redeeming qualities. Gameplay-wise, anyway. That game has got nothing going for it. I hope that game is not indicative of what they're going to do with this genre from here on out. So I'll legit stop playing these games. At least new ones. They put out crap like that. I'm not feeling it. Dude, that game is not... I don't know how anyone can say that, because, like, the whole thing about Samurai Warriors is that they never had any clones. And then that game comes out and, like, over half the cast is cloned. The combat system does not work. Everything is in hyper armor all the time. Like, it's not a well-made game at all. I think it's just recency bias. Tales of Arise has that same problem too. I'm like, dude, you guys need to play the good games in this series. Samurai Warriors 5 is not even like top 20. I really think it's recency bias and people that haven't played the other ones that like don't have any kind of game to compare it to. I need to bookmark that video from the Japanese Muso player I'm friends with. He has a video of a move in that game, an R1. It doesn't even connect properly. They're already on the ground. It's like not even trying to do like combo stuff like I do in these games. Like, the move does not work as intended. It does not function. Like, they're already on the ground. Like, like, how can you defend that? Like, I understand that most people just play these games to just push buttons and relax, chill out, not have to really think or try too hard. I understand that, but dude, there's moves in that game that don't even connect properly. like, I'm sorry, you can't defend that. It's like if there was a super move in a fighting game that didn't connect properly and they could hit you after it while you're still doing it. Like, be like if you had a super move in a fighting game, the animation is still playing and you can't cancel out of it, but the opponent can hit you out of it. Like, nobody would ever play that character. Like, that character would have to get buffed for anybody to even consider playing them. But there's like entire movesets like that in that game. I get tired of the agenda people try to push. It's like, oh, you're just trying to do combos and stuff. I'm like, dude, it's got nothing to do with that. I totally understand I have a niche playstyle in these games, yes, but dude, if you're gonna put an R1 in the game where my character punches them into the air and finishes them, and they're already on the ground before the animation is finished, that is not a good game. that's trash, man. They programmed that move, those moves, with the launching and stuff, and it doesn't even work properly. I'm gonna try to find that video really quick, because I'm gonna actually go to bed right now. I'm gonna try to find that video. It's like everything wrong with that game. Everything wrong with it in like a 10-second clip. And the recency bias is nuts. How much people will like praise something unanimously just because it's new. It's new and it's easier to play. I'm gonna go ahead and turn this off. One moment. I got two new games for Musou we'll play through. Turn the Nintendo off. That port actually runs pretty good. I'm surprised at how well it runs. Well, ironically, Dynasty Warriors 9 had the same problem that it used to have the same problem that Samurai Warriors 5 has, where enemies just tech out of stuff and there's no reasoning or formula behind it. They took that out. The game is not like that anymore. I think people forget that too, but they clearly didn't care about they didn't care about Samurai Warriors 5 at all. They crapped that game out. Oh, was my screen frozen the entire time? Oh, I guess my capture card froze. Oh well. Doesn't matter. It's whatever, I'm just chilling. Yeah, you gotta be more clear next time, dude. I'm trying to find that clip right now. Just give me a moment here. He has some not safe for work stuff on his Twitter, so I'm not trying to get banned. I'm trying to find it. Yeah, he has some really not safe for work stuff on here, so I can't show it. Let's give me a few minutes here. Yeah, Samurai Warriors 5 had like barely any DLC too. You can tell Koei Tecmo doesn't believe in a game when it has like one season pass And the stuff in it is so useless that even people who like the game didn't buy it. You know how much they love their DLC, but they abandoned that game really fast. It's like they knew that it wasn't good and it wasn't worth making more content for it. You never hear anyone point that out either. That game is like barely any DLC, and what it has doesn't even add anything. They didn't even add any new maps. Here it is right here. I found it. I found it. Hold on. This is everything wrong with this game in one 30-second clip. Last hit doesn't even connect. What kind of jank is that, man? Wow. That is some grade A certified jank. It's like, did you even play your own game? Like, do you even play your own game? That's not something that should be happening. I'm trying to see if he has another clip. Alright, I'm done for now, folks. I'm gonna go ahead and go to bed. We'll play some more Muso later. We'll see how I feel in the afternoon. I might do an afternoon stream. But yeah, he stopped playing that game really fast. Here's his Twitter account. He stopped playing that game really fast. He hated playing it. There you go. I'm gonna sign off with this. He texts out like 3 times. It's a canned animation. Like, they got some intern to program the hit properties for that. And he texts out like 3 times. Look at this. This is a $60 game, by the way. From a company that's been making these games for like 20 years. Look at this, man. Wow. I want this like framed on a wall. Anybody who says Samurai Warriors 5 is a good game, I'm like, dude, this move they programmed into the game does not even work properly. Alright. I'm gonna leave you guys with this. You can look at this glory. Best Muso game ever right here. Good night.